Hello everybody, I'm Sammy from talk2anyone.com and today we're talking about how to make friends. Now, according to the prestigious Harvard University in the USA, the number of people that have reported to have zilch, close friends has quadrupled since the year 1990. That is a very sad statistic. So if you find yourself in a situation where it's hard to meet new people, maybe you're stuck with the friends that you have and you're not really happy with those relationships and you're looking to just meet new people, have people to talk to, have people to share your life with, what can you do? So I'm here to give you some practical tips. Now, I will warn you, it is not easy, but it's not as difficult as you might think. So there's a few things that you have to consider. So in order to make friends, you have to see people regularly. This is very important. So if you want to make friends, you need to be in places where people regularly meet up, ideally in order to be social, okay? And there isn't that many places where that happens. I must warn you. So if you go, for example, to talk2anyone.com, it's a tool that helps you to talk to people, giving you conversation starters and conversation options. Like let's, for example, go talk to men, right? What are places where people go regularly in order to socialize? So the street? No. A bar? Yes, maybe. On the train? No. At work? Yes. In clubs? Yeah, it's one kind of socializing, kind of, I guess. School? Yes. The bus, no. Shopping, oh yeah, it depends. The mall, I guess it's not in vogue anymore, you know. People do their shopping online these days, but people still go to the mall, I guess, to socialize. Church, absolutely. And that is, in fact, my favorite place to socialize. But, you know, that's for each their own. University, yeah, kind of. I mean, they have to be there, and young people are generally trying to be social. Weddings, well, those come around every few months, right? No more than that. Online apps, yeah, and that's also going to be a thing, right? A lot of people will meet friends these days on like online platforms like Roblox or Discord, stuff like that, Reddit even. So you need to find a place where people go to socialize regularly, ideally, or at least a place where people go regularly and they're maybe inclined to socialize and maybe not. So another a place that I really like is the gym. Most people don't go to the gym expressly, you know, to socialize. That's not the main goal. You go there to work out, of course, but there is a subset of people that go to the gym to socialize as well. There's even a subset of people that go to the gym to socialize primarily. However, it really depends on the gym, right? If you're in a 24-hour gym where people just go and they get out, it's just basically, it's all about just training and getting out as quickly as possible. That's not going to be the kind of gym where you can talk to people most likely. All right, let's just go to talk to everyone. This is the section of our website that helps you talk to people in general. So the gym is definitely one that I would recommend. Church, for those of you who are in some kind of church, maybe a Christian one, maybe a synagogue, maybe whatever, a mosque. Those are great places to meet people regularly. Also, work, school, university, you will see people regularly. So that is step number one. Find a place where people are regularly, because friendships, you can only establish them if you see people regularly. It's very difficult to do over the internet. Okay, yeah, maybe on places like Roblox or game clans and stuff like that. Yeah, people will be there regularly, but it's not going to give you what a real in-person human relationship can give you, because there is no nonverbal communication. People can't see whether you're sad or happy. It's just the screen doesn't really allow for the full range of human emotion and doesn't really allow for the full depth of human relationship either. So if you've ever been in some kind of long distance relationship, you will probably know that that is true. You can't hug the other person. You can't pat them on the back. You can't do any of that, right? It just misses some crucial components to the relationship. And maybe you don't need that as much. Maybe you don't need physical touch. Maybe you're not so much into that. And in that case, yes, Roblox and Discord and Reddit and all those places might work for you. But I really recommend meeting people in the physical world. Now, The second step, that is the hardest one, and that is learning to talk to people, because in order to make new connections and new friendships, you need to step over that hurdle. You need to talk to them. You need to approach them. Or if you're lucky, they will approach you. It happens. It happens. So if you want people to approach you, adopt an open stance, right? Make people see the whites of your eyes, and be, just make eye contact with everybody, smile at them, say hi. Or in English, you would say, hi, how you doing, right? And that basically opens the door for people to approach you. So if you're, for example, at the gym or at a bar and you just look down at the floor and you're avoiding eye contact with everybody and you're wearing one of those baseball caps that make it impossible to see your eyes, nobody's going to talk to you, because talking and connection, human connection, always starts with the eyes. We make eye contact. That's how we work. The eyes are the door to the soul, is what they say, right? It always starts with the eyes. So you need to keep your eyes open and directed at people, and you need to keep your demeanor friendly and happy. And that way you have an open door for people to come to you. All right? And then if you're a little bit more advanced and you just don't want to wait around for people to approach you, you do the same thing, like open posture, be approachable, don't look at the floor, look at people, say hi. And then the thing you do, we go to the tool for how to talk to people at talktoanyone.com, just start a conversation, right? So the way you do this, let's just make me small real quick and this make the tool big. It always starts with positive eye contact. So that means, as I've already told you guys, smile at people. Now then, you watch their reaction. What is their reaction? Is it A, they smile back at you? That is a very good sign. In that case, say hi, ask a question. If they are happy that you're looking at them, but they're a little bit embarrassed, also a good sign. If they're just neutral, looking at you like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me, man? What's up, man? Leave me alone, right? Leave them alone. If they're actively avoiding eye contact, they're either extremely shy or they just want to talk. They don't want to talk to you. So, and usually it's going to be the latter. Although there is a lot of shy people these days, so it might be either one of them. Over time, you'll build up a little bit of a feeling for what the reasons might be when it comes to that. So I'm just going to make me big again. There we go. So that is the first step, making eye contact. Seeing how they react, reading their body language. Are they open to talking? If they are open to talking, they smile at you, they say hi, you can ask a question. It doesn't really matter that much. Maybe at the gym you ask them, you make a comment like, wow, you're strong. How long have you been working out, right? That's an easy one. Hey, or hey, I see you around a lot. How long have you been at this gym, right? Hey, wow, are you here for the first time? I haven't seen you around. Those are good. It's just vanilla conversation starters, but if they want to talk and they want to make connections, that's good enough, right? So here's a few conversation starters that you could use. You could comment on anything that they have. Maybe they have some kind of necklace that you like, or maybe they have an interesting hairdo that you like, or an interesting piece of clothing. Hey, I like your bag, your gym bag. Where did you get it? What brand is that? It's amazing. It's great. It has all these compartments. Where can I get that, right? So it's always important to stay positive. Don't start your conversations with negative stuff. Oh, this gym, I hate this gym. Blah, 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 blah. This church. Blah, 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 blah. That's a red flag. You don't want to be friends with people that are constantly negative, where the first thing they say to you is a complaint. Please don't do that. Be positive. Be positive. Once a friendship develops and you get to know each other better, you can talk about negative stuff and vent to each other, but that's more advanced. That's not what you do from the start, right? That's not how it should work, ideally, right? So if you want some good conversation starters to talk to people, you can find them at talktoanyone.com. Just go to talktoanyone.com. Here's the instructions on how to get there. Just Google Talk to Anyone with numbers, and you'll get to talktoanyone.com, and then go to Talk to Everyone. And here you also have a guide. If you already have friends, on how to talk to them. What's up in your life? How's your mother doing? And so on, right? And if you want to meet new people, go to the Talk to People tool, and it'll give you good conversation starters. If it's more specific, like you want to talk to people at the gym, which I recommend, by the way, it's good. Generally good people at the gym, a little bit macho when it comes to guys and so on, but generally good people. Church is also one that I really recommend, because church is one of those few places where you share a lot of values, and it's people that are going there to connect with other people. The people that don't want to connect, they leave right after the sermon. And the people that stick around, they're there explicitly to make friends, to socialize. So it's one of the best places in my life to actually make friends. And that way, and then after you talk to people, you start talking to people and you see them regularly, you can slowly develop the relationship. You don't have to ask for their number the first time you talk to them. You're going to see them again if you've chosen the right place to get to know people. For example, the gym or a bar or the church or work or school or university, right? You're going to see them again. You have time, okay? Talk to them again and feel whether this could work, right? Whether they're interested in you, whether the relationship is one-sided or not. There is people that are gonna talk about all their problems and they're gonna be not interested in you at all. So in my life, I found the best balance of you talking versus the other person talking is about you talk for 40% of the time and they talk about 60% of the time. So it's slightly balanced towards the other person. That way they can vent you, they can use you as a psychologist, but you also get to explain your problems, okay? And if you have a problem with that balance, if you are one of those people that only wants to talk about their problems and doesn't let the other person talk, try to work on that. Try to develop genuine empathy. Humans are awesome. Humans, they all have their own lives, their own problems. They're such beautiful creatures. And it really, they are so interesting. Their problems are interesting. And you can learn from their problems as well, okay? You're not just, the world is not a single player game. let's call it that. It's an MMORPG. We're all in this together. And we can help each other, okay? They can help you and you can help them. But it's a giving and taking. And if you're only taking, that's bad. And if you're only giving, that's also bad. So as you talk to more people, you then get a feeling for how you feel in this relationship. And if a relationship is toxic, for example, if the other person doesn't really care about you and only wants to talk about their problems, then you just make another friend, right? And you phase that one out. And as you keep doing that, you will end up with great friends. Now, it's going to be hard at first, especially if you're not very adept at talking to people. It's going to be hard to approach the first person, for example, at church or at the gym or at school. It's going to be difficult because you're not used to it yet. It's like jumping into cold water. It's like, it's uncomfortable at the beginning, but as you do it more and as you talk more and as it becomes something that you do just like breathing, that you do automatically, over time, as you see your neighbors, you're going to ask them questions and stuff. And yes, sometimes I don't feel like talking. It's also a little bit of your mood, right? If you're dealing with your own problems and you don't really have that capacity for empathy as much, you want to talk less. But if life is going decently, you should have that drive, to just ask people, how are you doing? How's life going for you? What's new? What's new with you, right? Who are you dating? What's your job situation like? Did you find a job already? Are you still studying this and that and this and that? It's very simple stuff. But you know about them and they ask about you, and then the relationship develops over time naturally. You don't need to force anything. Don't force anything. Like if they're not interested enough, maybe they already have enough friends, just let it fizzle out. Find new people, all right? So it's not easy. It's going to be tough, especially at first, connecting with people, but it starts with the eyes. Just do one step after the other. Maybe you just go to a place where people socialize. Make eye contact, have an open posture, smile at them, say hi, see what happens. And then try talking Try approaching a few people, see what happens. And over time, you will learn, it will get easier. And it's really a skill, talking to people, that helps you in every facet of life. It helps you in romance, it helps you in your job, it helps you with your family as well, being social. I know it can be very different with family because there's the family dynamics and sometimes they're very messed up. But you know, just knowing how to properly socialize and be a pleasant person is going to make all your relationships better, and it's going to help you everywhere, because basically in life, there is almost no exceptions unless you work like home office and you only communicate to your work in text chat. It's going to help you to be social and to know how to deal with people and read their body language and find out what they care about. That's also one thing that's important in building relationships, right? So ideally, you want to find friends that care about similar things that you care about. That's going to be the best friends, because you can easily find out, because a wise man once said, a wise book once said that of the fullness of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if you just let people talk, you will find out what's in their heart. And if they're constantly negative, this is bad and this is bad, they're probably not very present people. It means their heart is probably full of anger and hurt, and they might not be ready for a healthy, friendly relationship. So you might want to stay away from those kinds of people. And it's a very interesting principle, and I found it to be true in almost every case. With the exception of fake people, and they do exist. There are people that are entirely fake, that are never themselves, and they curate every word that comes out of their mouths. If you notice that, stay away. Those people, they're usually bad news. Yeah. Listen to people, let them talk, see what topics they gravitate towards, and you will find out what's in their heart. And if it's something similar that's in your heart, that's probably going to work out great. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. That's how you make friends. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. You're strong. Be strong. I hope you guys have had fun with this video. Leave a like if this has helped you. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And again, talk2anyone.com can help you with good conversation starters and how to continue a conversation, so you can start a conversation and then you get good questions to carry the conversation forward for as long as you need to. Don't overstay your welcome. End a conversation before it gets stale. That's also a skill that you need to pick up, but you will learn that over time. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys make many, many good friends, and I'll see you guys next time.